Minister Mr. Lim Hang Ken, Minister of State, Mr. Li Xuan, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning. I'm honored to be invited as the keynote speaker today for this year's BlueSky conference, though I do not know why. In my honest opinion, all of you here at this conference must also have some very interesting business experience to share with us and also for me to learn from you. Excuse me. I have been in business for 34 years. During these very long years, I've started or managed probably about 100 companies covering engineering, housing, construction and development, trading, food manufacturing and distribution, bakery, retailing, newspaper, shipping, civil aviation, telecommunication, education, and IT businesses. A lot. I've always been enjoying myself as an entrepreneur, but as you can see, my business experience is really japchai. Perhaps you may sum me up in English, a jack of all trades, but master of none. In fact, this was exactly what my mother had been worried in all her life. Fortunately, she's no longer alive. However, otherwise, she would be more worried that some of you may also become japchai after listening to me. My topic today is about building and reinventing one's business to tap on growth opportunities. First of all, I must say, and I'm sure most of you would agree, there's no one single universal recipe to build and reinvent one's own business. There can only be different recipes for different situations and different businesses. In Chinese, I would say, 对症下药. Secondly, to survive, we must continue to reinvent ourselves to meet the new challenges of the prevailing situation all the time. It is a continuous process. In Charles Darwin's word, evolution. But I prepared a diagram over here, actually a picture. Just want to remind you, even in evolution, there could be a mistake too, you know. You can go the wrong direction. I can't see it here. In business word, I would say change is the only constant. In my word, 穷之变，变之通. You're back against the wall, you will know how to reinvent. Thirdly, perhaps the most critical factor in business, whether building new ones or reinventing existing ones, big and small, in good times and bad times, always keep an open mind. With an open mind, you will be able to think out of the box, then change, and then find the right recipe. In Chinese, I like to quote Lao Tzu. 知不知为知, as Lao Tzu said. But if you want to, you want a Confucius, a quotation who might confuse you, 知为知, 知之为知, 不知为不知, 乃知也. It means the same thing, open mind. As a company, Baosit surviving 181 years today is a very good example of recognizing the necessity to change and reinvent ourselves to meet the challenges of the prevailing times. Hence, Baozi survives 2 world wars, numerous economic recessions, and the Great Depression. It is still kicking today. Since there is no universal recipe to fix all the problems, the best I can do is to share with you some of my personal experience in reinventing and remodeling. Hopefully that the lessons that I have learned could be also applicable to your own businesses. I'll start with QAF Limited, because there it was the most challenging in my career. I was invited by the Royal Brunei family to turn around QAF in February 1988. It was a mistake on my part to accept this responsibility. I was too eager to take on that responsibility, I mean, if you know. I did not know the company intimately. I did not have a chance even to carry out a due diligence. It was a total mess. My first day on the job, I remember the bankers called to congratulate me, but they still pulled their loans. I'm sure not surprised to you all. We were losing 30 million that year. The ship was sinking. We had businesses in every industry you can think of. Including car dealerships, food, newspaper, properties, shipping, departmental store, supermarket, just to name a few. Yet, not one of these seemed to be making a decent profit, except Gardenia, which made a small profit of about 1 million per year of that year. It could be tough reinventing yourself just with one business. But can you imagine trying to reinvent more than 20 businesses in 52 companies spread across 6 countries, all at the same time? The group was grossly over-diversified and financially bankrupt. There was no core business at all. To rescue the sinking ship, we took a brave and merciless surgical exercise in one lightning stroke to sell or shut down all the businesses which had no synergy, no long-term prospect. At the same time, we did the right issue to raise more capital to stabilize the company's financial position, principally to keep the banks off our back. We identified a core business, that's food business, and single-mindedly built around it. Our ambition was to build the largest food company in Asia-Pacific region. In 3 years, QAF became the 2nd largest food group in Singapore after Cold Storage, with a profit after tax 28 million in 1994. This master stroke in Chinese, I learned it from Kung Fu storybook. 置之死地而后生. Don't ask me to explain, please. Our shareholders were rewarded handsomely. Market capitalization from 30 million when we came in to 800 million in 1996, 25 times multiple when we sold out to the Indonesians. My shareholders were happy, but I wasn't, because I lost my job.